shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, I am Michelle Bryan. I'm with Sweet Maddie's. We are a frozen gourmet cookie dough company here in Frederick, Maryland, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, goodness. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, August 7th. I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Congratulations to Michelle from Sweet Maddie's, the winner of She Pitch, People's Choice, and Growth Stage. That is amazing. I didn't get it to attend last night, but also wanted to congratulate Nak Chow from BIM Consulting, NCE BIM Consulting. She was also a winner in, I believe, the idea phase of her business. So congrats to both of them. I believe that they came away from the top, and we might have to have them back to talk a little bit about the experience, because I'm sure it was wonderful. All right, let's talk about what's coming up on our show, my show, yours and my show today. First, I want to shout out good morning to Mama Cone, who is here, and also good morning to Christy Wood. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. And yeah, it's a beautiful day, and it is Thursday, and we are moving toward the end of the week. All right, today I got Morning Roundup with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD. We're going to find out how in the heck Chris hit a deer going to the radio station this morning. He hit one of the radio station's deer, apparently, so we're going to find out about that. We're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick, not only this weekend, but in the coming weeks, so that you can actually mark them on your calendar. I've got Front Page. This is my series with UMD journalism student Paige Trendell. Today, she talks to Tom Summers from HC Summers Feed and Supply. And I recap Miss Maryland Volunteer. I saw the competition was at the Weinberg Center this past Saturday and wanted to share what that was like. Don't forget, all the Good Morning Frederick merch you purchase in the month of August benefits the Urbana Hawks Booster Club. You can come to 401 North Market Street in downtown, Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Buy the merch, and a nonprofit benefits every single month. That's what we can do to give back. All right, let's go ahead and get the show started and find out if Bambi is okay. thank you to Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. They understand how pain can hold you back. You can save $400 on your first visit. Wow, that's amazing. You can be on the road to feeling better for just $50 when you mention Good Morning Frederick. Let me just tell you, that initial consultation that you get is so thorough. You will have, even if you're not feeling terrible right now, but you might just be a little out of sorts, I recommend getting this done. This way, you have a benchmark of where you are today. That way, if something ever happens, you know the changes that have happened. I love that now I have a benchmark with x-rays. I know how much my alignment is off. I know what bones are rounded off in my spine. It's really good information to have. And for just $50, you're going to get that information, and it's going to be vital to you in the future, especially as you age. I'm getting older, right? I love having that benchmark. MidAtlanticClinic.com. They're dedicated to helping you achieve your wellness objectives. And I like that they do it. It's a drugless fix for some of your problems. They fixed Ash's shoulder. He was having issues with his shoulder. It's not an overnight fix, though. Got to tell you that. It does take a little bit of time to work those things out, but they took care of it for him. All right, let's find out what's happening in Morning Roundup and see if Bambi is still out there somewhere. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Good morning.
Hi, thank you for calling Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, and we are accepting new clients. Is it Ambi, or is it Bambi? Is that with an I or two
Bambi
E's?
needs a full adjustment, apparently. My goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, by the way, I am wearing some Frederick, some merch here from you. It's beautiful. I do have a problem.
Uh-oh.
I got this whole mini pearl thing going on, and I don't know what to do with that.
That's what all the hip kids do.
Yes,
leave the tag on.
Yes, yeah, I know. It's just a very nice hat. It's nice and soft. I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
We have to, even
Isn't that the greatest picture?
poor Emma J. Look at Emma J.
I know. Our boss, Mike Banks, walked in. He goes, Maureen, my wife, feeds those deer. And I'm like, well, now you're going to feed the buzzards, maybe. You never know.
A little first aid out there. What was he doing? How did he come up the road and hit one of our deer?
Well, let's be honest. The deer hit him. He was just driving up the road, and the deer ran out and hit his car. Now, granted, he was doing 60, and he should have been doing 20 or 10.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second here. First of all, can I just say this? Number one, I'm very misunderstood. Number two, I'm a victim of circumstances. Yeah. And number three, that's all I got. But
number one to number three. Why do you look so aggressive in this picture? It looks intentional.
I know. Drew, look, let me tell you what happened, okay? Let me tell you the truth. As soon as I hit the deer, or I should say the deer hit me, I got right out of the car to make sure he was okay. She was okay. And I felt horrible. Look for any blood or anything like that. I tell you, I can sue Drew. He depicted me very bad. Depicted me very bad.
Perfectly with the I call it something that says begins with a wife and ends with a beater T-shirt, and he's got the crazy cruising Chris eyes going on. Yeah, that's exactly what it.
Jay's T-shirt graphic is also crying.
and he gave me a unibrow, which is totally not me. This is totally wrong. Dani, let me tell you something. Today's been a rough day. Everybody's been mean to me. I feel like President Trump in California. Okay, it's like everybody. Then Bob has to go and tell people that I was wrong because his wife, beautiful wife, was nice enough to cook me a great
let's
chicken.
just ask a question, okay? We're gonna ask ask in a social construct way. Dani, I give you food in containers, right?
Yeah.
And when you hand those containers back, are they clean or are they still dirty from the food that was in them?
I mean, like, so you brought food for me from home,
right?
And I ate it,
Yep.
And I'm returning the containers to you. Is that what you're asking?
Right. Are they clean or are they dirty?
They are spotless. They are
spotless. So, Dani, you couldn't just say clean. Did you really have to say spotless? See, that is what's making me look bad. See, now Dani could have simply said
the fact that you're returning the dishware not clean is making you look bad.
Right.
No. Dani could have simply said, I'll give it back to you clean. But no, she had to use the word spotless. Well, let me tell you why.
Sitting in the back of your car for a week and then you return them so that the science experiment is growing?
Only a day. Let me tell you why I didn't clean it, okay? Because I wanted Bob's wife to see the dirty dishes so she understood how good the food was, that there was absolutely nothing left. I wanted to show her that I enjoyed it so much that there was absolutely nothing left.
Yeah, you wanted to show her that so much that she had to clean them.
She feeds you, now she has to clean up after you.
No, and his other excuse was, well, I don't have any hot water. Well, during the news, guess who went to the kitchen area and made those dishes spotless?
Yes. But guess where there's hot water? There's hot water here.
You could have brought them in and watched them at the station, Chris.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't have time because when I came in this morning, I had so much to get ready for the show and stuff like that. Look, I was saying at least most people would have kept the dishes. Me, I, like a good human being, I returned it.
Tom Whalen says not only do you clean it, you put other food in it for them to enjoy.
Talk about being excessive, Dani. That really made me look bad. All right, what do you want me to do? Put a TV dinner in there? All right, I'll put a TV dinner in there. I mean, listen, I wanted to show how much I love the food by leaving little morsels of sauce on the plate. That's all. And Dani, it's been a rough day.
Yeah. His wife even said, because Chris was smart enough to put his wife on the air after he forgot their anniversary. And then he was making some, I don't know, wild claim. And she just called him out. She goes, well, you lie.
But you know
I want to know how you made up. How did you make up for forgetting the anniversary? What did you do?
Very simple. I didn't go home. That's the best way I could make up for it. I didn't let her see me.
Well, now Bambi's gonna kick you out of the field because you tried to kill her, and your wife is gonna kick you out of the house. Where are you gonna go?
This is the one day. Are you gonna leave your door open again, Dani, so I could just pop right in and maybe sleep on your couch, Dani? This is the one day that and I'm not making this up, Dani. 2 employees here at the station post beautiful pictures of deer on Facebook this morning, saying how much they love looking at the deer, how beautiful this beautiful female deer is. 2 people, Janine and Alex, our salespeople, beautiful pictures of deer. And here I come, running over deer. And then Mike's wife always backs me. She's so motherly to me. Mike Banks, our general manager, his wife loves me to death. Never says nothing bad about me. Always says great things. Mike walks in this morning with his, Long Island, New York accent. Hey, by the way, let me tell you, Marine's mad at you. She's very mad at you because you hit that deer. She loves those deer. I can't win.
Oh, by the way, and I forgot to tell you that he had his wife on the air, and I said, and he had a deer. And she's like, he what?
She had no clue until Bob.
He couldn't sit there and text his wife, hey, honey, I hit a deer on my way into work this morning.
So I had the perfect plan to tell my wife what happened, and Bob ruined it. What I was going to say was I was driving on 40. An old lady with a walker went in front of my car. I swerved so I could miss the sweet old lady and accidentally hit a deer. That was the plan to get me off the hook. Bob totally ruined that this morning.
Death Race 2000, another movie he hasn't seen. But yeah, so yeah.
And then, by the way, I got some flack from a few listeners. Today I was the bad guy. Normally, Bob's the bad guy with the listeners because of his political opinions. Today, the one thing people can say, the Democrats, Republican listeners got together because they were mad at me. Some listener got mad at me because I blamed the kids for Christmas Cash for Kids about the anniversary thing, which is true. My mind was on watching movies, and I forgot about our anniversary because of all the movies I've been watching. So somebody said something to the effect of, "Oh, well, great job. You blame the kids for the fact that your wife married a horrible person," or something like that. I'm kind of
and by the way, Danny told you, Mike told you, I've told you to put it in your phone, put it in your calendar for next year, but he hasn't.
All right. Well, I will. I haven't had a chance to do so yet because I, been busy with a morning show and, coming on doing a few others. But as soon as I get off of work today, I will put it in my calendar. But my wife is kind of sore, though, that I did bring the birthday cake to Bob that day and I never got her a birthday cake. So I do feel kind of bad about that one.
And he mentioned our anniversary coming up in 4 days. So,
well, it's a big one. It's a big one because it's, me and Bob together for 2 years. Who'd have thought that would have worked out so well?
True.
And then, of course, Eben Brown from Fox News Radio. We get him on quite often. He's a good friend of ours. I was hoping he would at least take my side. Of course, there are more pressing things that we talk about with Eben Brown. But, of course, so everybody's against me today, Danny. I feel it, man. It's a rough day. I think I should go to leave after the show and just, make myself scarce.
Yeah, maybe go wash some dishes.
Hey, look, I don't have a dishwasher home. Okay, I have to wash dishes by hand all the time.
Well, that's a dishwasher. You don't have to have a dishwasher to wash dishes. We don't have one here.
So, Danny, but it's been a rough day. But the deer is, just in case anybody, from Peter is listening, the deer is fine. The deer is fine.
Thank goodness.
Not so much.
Yes.
The deer is
Thank
fine.
goodness for that.
If anybody cares, I'm okay too, by the way.
And he would like to know if you know anybody who repairs cars and puts grills back on the car.
And possibly water heaters. And maybe apparently now marriage counselors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
oh,
there
Lord.
you go. So, the thing is, Danny, and now I see why I was brought into the radio station, because even if there is a slow news day and there's really nothing to talk about, you can guarantee Chris Michaels is going to do a bonehead thing that'll be enough to last for a couple of days to talk about. So there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
That's my contribution. So I can put that on applications. Not that I'm this amazing program director or this amazing news person, but guaranteed to make a bonehead mistake so you have something to talk about on the air.
Well, at least we can count on something.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, gracious.
You weren't expecting this hard-hitting news.
Oh, she was expecting this. She expects this all the time. She never expects hard-hitting news from us.
Well, it was hard-hitting.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was, unfortunately.
Poor Bambo. Poor Bambo.
I will say, though, all joking aside, I did feel bad. And I wasn't going that fast. I don't know what my speed was, but it wasn't that fast. But that poor deer, when I hit it, it literally flipped like 4 or 5 times and hit the tree. And I was like, oh, my God, he's going to be dead. But she jumped right back up and ran right in front of my car as to just kind of turned and looked at me as to say, aha, you moron, I'm fine. But look at the car.
That's not what she said. She said in New York, she goes, hey, I'm walking here.
She flip you a paw?
I'm afraid to go outside and see that deer with antlers.
She's gone back to get the rest of the family. They're all crowding around your car right now.
They're all getting their morning. They're all getting their morning nuggets of food, and it's like she sticks out her paw. That's him. That's him. Get him.
Get him. Get him. It's gonna be like a gang of thugs in New York City going after somebody. Those deer's gonna be chasing me.
Yeah.
Type. But the good news is, listen, if anybody's looking for venison meat, we might have some somewhere around. You're not gonna have to shoot it. It'll be down there around the studio somewhere. So there you go.
Nobody wants that roadkill. No roadkill cafe here.
Christy says good morning. Christy, she'll back me up. Christy likes me. Christy, You'll back me up.
I don't know if she'll like you after that.
That's right. She loves animals too, so she might not back me.
So
Anyway,
Dani, real quick, what do you? Chris and I talked about it at the end of the show. What do you think about the breweries? There's been a couple of breweries in Frederick that have been sold or up for sale. Just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is sustainable, having all these pop-up breweries.
Well, here's the thing, and you guys are referring to Idiom. So Ash and I loved Idiom Brewing. I mean, when it first opened, he was a VIP member for a couple years, which got us some discounts and some swag, which was really cool. And he threw VIP parties twice a year for members and stuff. My feeling about Idiom, I do still think they have good beer. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, it's subjective, but the vibe at Idiom has gone downhill over the past year and a half, I think. But he's not made a lot of people happy, and he's got a $2.5 million price tag on Idiom, and I don't believe he owns the building. So I'm not sure if the brand is worth that yet at this point. But a lot of people are saying that perhaps we're on the downward side of breweries here in Frederick. We've got that one, and then Rockwell also up for sale. I do believe they'll find an owner, like both of them. I do believe it, because Rockwell's got a good location, a lot of parking, a good production. I don't know how Idiom is doing with its distribution. Obviously, that's the value for a lot of these, is distribution outside the brewery itself, because running a brewery is expensive, and staffing is expensive, and that footprint he's got, I can't even imagine what the rent is on that space on Carroll Creek. So it's really, really interesting that he's doing that. And I have two friends, really good friends, who just became lifetime members. He just launched lifetime membership. So you, instead of $250 a year to be a VIP, you paid $500 to be a lifetime member. And now they're kind of screwed. So didn't make a lot of those people happy either. I'm not really sure. Look, I think it's I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see how this all plays out. I definitely think they'll find a buyer, both of them.
Like you said, distribution is so important, because I mentioned Flying Dog. Flying Dog was a big one around Frederick because of their distribution. My thing is, I was telling Bob, with these breweries and stuff like that, you don't go there just because you like alcohol. It's a place, and you just said, it, kind of, hang out, socialize with your friends, and talk. It's like cigar bars. I love cigars. You go hang out with a friend, smoke a cigar. That's what these bars are, and these breweries. And especially after COVID, I know it was so long ago, but after COVID, we crave, being social with people, and that's what it is, and that's why I don't want to lose these bars and these breweries.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we'll lose them. First of all, I love Idiom. I mean, it has a great patio space right on Carroll Creek. So you're right, just sitting outside, people hanging out and congregating. I'm not so sure this is one of the reasons his price tag is so high, is because they just recently added a kitchen where they used to just use food trucks like a lot of breweries do. They added a kitchen, so they have food, which allows them to now have liquor, which is why they switched. So I believe that someone may come in and do more of a brewer's alley than an Idiom, where it's more of a bar where people hang out than it is just, a brewery that closes at, 9 or 10 o'clock on weekends and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think that, it's tough right now. It's tough in business. The things that are happening on the federal level haven't trickled down. I know a lot of people are waiting for hopefully an interest rate drop. I don't know if it's coming. And we have a house for sale in South Carolina. It's been on the market since May. It's a little condo right near the Marine base, Paris Island. And we've gotten nothing.
Are you in a top sale?
What's that?
Are you a top sale?
No, Beaufort.
Oh, okay.
Port
Oh, I love
Royal, that area. So
Buford,
right
yeah.
near Paris Island. And
The low country.
yeah, so I think it's just everybody's still hanging on a bit to wait for some of the things that are happening, in the stock market to just kind of trickle down to the people. So it'll be,
Bob,
I don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
she brings up a really interesting point that we didn't talk about today, Bob, is with the interest rates as high as they are right now, and being that you're saying how much she's going to sell that place, it's going to be a lot harder to find a buyer to get a loan because, again, like Dani said, interest rates are so high right now. And I don't think people understand it doesn't just affect, possible homeowners, but small businesses too. People aren't going to be able to afford these loans for these bigger places.
Well, then you also have to, you mentioned the distribution, so your distribution has to be to local or regional because obviously every state, every town, larger city has a microbrewery. I mean, it's everywhere.
This would just be, a lot of them are just statewide, right?
Yeah.
So because of the laws, I don't even know how difficult. Someone like Flying Dog obviously has larger distribution around the country. Most of our local breweries are mostly just here in the DMV. But yeah, look, I would love to see the paperwork, on justification of a $2.5 million price tag. I mean, I know the equipment alone, the equipment to brew beer, and he's got a kind of this second right near the airport. He's got a packaging area that I thought he was closing and bringing everything back into the brewery, but I think he still has that location as well. So I know I remember even just from McClintock when they fitted out that Ideal Garage location downtown, that the equipment alone is worth $250,000 to $500,000. It's very, very expensive. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out for us here locally. Just economically, it's going to be interesting to see how long both of these sit on the market. I can tell you when I talked to Matt Thrasher, because at Rockwell Brewery, our sister station, WFRE, we're hosting Ladies' Night there in October. So when they said that they were for sale, everyone was panicking, like, oh my gosh, do we have to find another location? And he quite honestly said, look, I don't even think we're going to be close to anything by then. So it's not as if they have people beating down their doors. They're just going to have to find the right buyers.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm going to jump on into news because I got some interviewees that are here ready to be interviewed by me. So there we go. Maybe I can get away from this whole deer thing with these interviewers, interviewees. Real quickly, had the news. Recent increases in checks being stolen, fraudulently cashed in Frederick County. That is coming from the Frederick County Sheriff's Department. And part of Bowers Road will be closed next week. For those two stories, just head to our website at WFMD.com and they'll give you the who, what, and where on those. And taking a quick look at weather. As of right now, it looks nice. It's 70. Well, it looks nice if you're not Chris Michaels, 71 out there. And it's partly cloudy skies. Going to get to a high of 85, down to a low of 61. And tomorrow for your TGIF, looking at a high of 86, down to a low of 60. Mostly sunny. Now, I'm not really seeing much chance of rain here. I think the highest chance I see is Sunday, 11%, which is not a high chance at all. And I will leave you with this piece of advice. If you're going out and about, take it slow because, number two, you don't want to run over old ladies, but even worse, apparently, you don't want to hit deer. So there you go. With that being said,
and always wash your dishes.
That being said, I don't know if you noticed this, but my intelligence here, I put, oh dear, what a morning.
We see it.
So
we see
there you go.
Have a good one. Hope your day gets better.
Me too.
It can't get any worse, can it? All right. Trevor Rogers delivered one of his best performances of the season Wednesday afternoon, tossed 6 innings, 1-hit ball, and the Orioles beat the Phillies yesterday 5-1. They'll take on the Oakland Athletics on a weekend series because the Athletics were just right down the road at Washington Nationals, and the Nationals beat the Athletics yesterday. Did anybody call them the Athletics anymore? Don't we just call them the A's? They beat them 2-1 Wednesday night to stop a 6-game losing streak. Keys got shut out, got a shutout series win against Trenton Thunder Wednesday night, 7-2. And Jen Paulwell, I hope I say that right, Paul, is set to become the very first woman umpire in Major League Baseball. She'll work a game this weekend between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. She'll be on the bases on Saturday, behind the plate on Sunday. So that's kind of cool news.
That is kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
well, it should be. I like seeing that.
Yep,
Well, thank
very
you
much.
very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll wrap up the week tomorrow morning.
Sounds fun.
All right. Goodness gracious. You can always count on interesting conversations with Bob and Chris for sure. All right. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. We've got Front Page, a series from UMD journalism student Paige Trendell. We're going to talk with Tom Summers from HC Summers Feed and Supply. And I'm going to recap Miss Maryland Volunteer. That comes up just after this. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Oh, yes. Well, let's find out how we can fill your calendar with some great events. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taquito in Hagerstown and Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg. That's right, 3 great locations with authentic Mexican cuisine. It's ready to serve you. Taquito's got a drive-through option and some great picnic tables if you want to sit outside. It's located right on 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is on Route 40 at West Point Plaza and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. I tell you, 3 great places. You can get some great food. You can find out more information at taquitobytacobar.com and tacobar1.com. Let me know if you've ever been out there. It's really, really good food. I've eaten at Taquito and Taco Bar in Frederick, but I've not had Taco Bar in Gaithersburg yet. I'll have to stop out there soon. All right. Today, you've got Summerfest Family Theater that kicks off right after this show ends. And at 5 p.m., join us. I'm going to be at Alive at 5 tonight, Carroll Creek Amphitheater. That's for 21 and up. It's a $6 cover, $6 beverages. My husband's going to join us. I got some friends. Mama Cohn's going to be out there with my sister. And my son and his fiance are going to be out there as well, enjoying Guys in Thin Ties. Great 80s band going to be out there. Starlight Family Film Festival is also this evening. They're playing Finding Nemo near the Urbana Public Library. You can get down there about 7:30. The movie kicks off about 8:30. Tomorrow, you can head to Exercise for Seniors at the City of Frederick Parks and Recreation, which is at William Talley. These are their times. This has cracked me up. 8:55 to 10:10. Not 9 to 10. No. 8:55 to 10:10. So there you go. You can, if you're a senior, it is just $10 for a year, and you can go. They have this every, I think, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So head over to William Talley. I believe seniors are counted as 55 plus, so I believe I would be one. Maybe it's 65, though. We'll see. I'm not sure. All right, 4 to 7 tomorrow. Brunswick Farmers Market is 100 East Potomac Street in Brunswick. And at 6 p.m., it's Moo and Move at Black Rock Farm in Myersville. You can do yoga and Highland cows. Again, with these kind of, goat yoga, puppy yoga, Highland cow yoga, for me, there would be no yoga. Okay, I would just pay the money to sit on the mat and cuddle all of these adorable creatures. That would be me for sure. August, let's see, starting tomorrow through the 16th, it is the Montgomery County Fair. If you want to head there, it is mcagfair.com. On Saturday, it is the Field Fresh Farmers Market at the Fairgrounds Lot A, which is kind of right out in front of the fair, West Patrick Street, and I can't even remember what is the name of that other. Is it Highland? I do believe it might be Highland. 10 a.m. to noon, it's Kitty Academy of Urbana's 5th annual Children's Art Show, which is right off Urbana Pike. 10 to 2 is the Women's Wellness Expo, Unrivaled Iron Gym, front yard area right off East Church Street. There's going to be vendors, demos, information on leading a healthy lifestyle for women. And you can catch me on WFRE from 3 to 7 p.m. every Saturday. August, let's see, what do we got? August 16th, that is next Saturday. So not this weekend, but next weekend. You can find Good Morning Frederick at 2 places at the same time. Thanks to Mama Cone and my niece Elena. They will be at Climbing for a Cause with Tree Trekkers from 10 a.m. until about 1 p.m. You can pick up your Good Morning Frederick magnets for Watch and Win, which will start soon. But that's going to be a whole festival with a cornhole tournament, vendors, food trucks, adult beverages, raffles, and more to raise money for American Cancer Society and Relay for Life. And then I'm going to be at the end of Summer Bash from about noon, 11 to 1, pretty much. That's going from 12 to 6. I'm going to be hanging out with WFRE. You'll be broadcasting live at Fourth Dimension Fun Center. There's a whole bunch of giveaways and things going on there. You can find us inside Fourth Dimension. Let's see. Of course, on Sunday, you've got the summer concert series at Baker Park. I'm going to be try to make this one because this has Scott Ambush with Eric Bird. They're going to be playing some jazz in the park. If it's a nice day, boy, there is nothing better than sitting out at Baker Park as the air cools, listening to some amazing music. August 20th is our movie night at Warehouse Cinemas, benefiting Christmas Cash for Kids. We talk about it every day. Chris has never seen hardly any movies. He's never seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. If you can't come to the movie or don't want to see it or seen it enough times, that's okay. Come on out between 5 and 7. We're going to be hanging out, having a little happy hour, a little networking, little social time. I'll buy your first drink because bribery is the key to this, because I think if I buy your first drink, maybe you come by, you get your first drink, you drop a couple of bucks into our donation bucket for Christmas Cash for Kids, and we have a good time. And it's always great to see you. But if you want to go to the movie, it's just $20, unlimited popcorn and soda, and we're going to go in and watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off on the big screen. August 22nd and 23rd is the Brunswick Community Festivals at Burkittsville Ruritan Club. They have a petting zoo, pony rides, games, inflatables. It's free admission for that. And then August 23rd, Blue Crabs and Blueprints. It's the 10th anniversary to benefit Habitat for Humanity. You got to get your crabs ordered by August 18th. You can go to frederickhabitat.org for information on that. And that is your What's Happening in Frederick, keeping you up to date with what is going on. I love to make sure you know what's happening in this great county of ours. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, you can email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or reach out to me on social media or anywhere you can, for sure. I'll be happy to talk about the event and make sure we let everybody else know what's going on. All right, one more quick break, then we're back with Front Page, a series from UMD journalism student Paige Trendell. We're going to talk with Tom Summers from HC Summers Feed and Supply, and I'm going to recap the Miss Maryland Volunteer competition that happened at the Weinberg last weekend. All that just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
Ah, yes. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick. You've probably seen that gorgeous pickup truck driving around town. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also replace your windows, fix up your gutters, which you're going to want to do before the winter rolls around, or build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call Sandra, 301-703-2157, or you can email info@ansconstruction.net. You can, of course, go online and visit them as well. ansconstruction.net is their web address. You get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. You just got to let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's find out who is making our market great. Well, Front Page is highlighting market makers in Brunswick and Jefferson, and it's sponsored by Intense Barbecue. Family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com and satisfy your meat tooth when you have their food. All right, let's get right to it. Paige Trendell interviews Tom Summers. And just a side note, Paige works at HC Summers Feed and Supply. She's worked there, for a few years. She's a college student now. And so this was quite funny getting this set up because she had to interview her boss. But she did a great job. Here it is.
I'm here with Tom Summers, one of the owners of HC Summers here in Jefferson. What generation are you, Tom?
We're the fourth. My two kids work here. They're actually the fifth generation, but my three brothers and I are the fourth.
That's great. So when was HC Summers founded?
1907 by my great-grandfather, L.E. Summers.
And how is first generation HC Summers different than fourth generation today?
Oh, there's a whole lot of difference there. Yeah. Back when he founded, it was like a grain feed, for all farm related, mostly feed and grain. Okay. And then it's kind of evolved over the years to, we had large farm equipment, which later transitioned to lawn and garden. And then over the years, we transitioned to like horses, equine, backyard flocks. So Now, back then it was 100% pure agriculture. Now it's what was probably in the 80s, 95% dairy is now probably 90% equine. So it's been a gradual transition and continues to change.
Yeah. And then one of your bigger clients is the Catoctin Wildlife Reserve here in Frederick.
That is correct. They buy everything from tortoise to monkey, emu, ratite, rat and mouse. If they have it, we feed it.
Yeah, that's a lot. So then you operate the business with your two other brothers.
There's two other brothers that work on the day-to-day operations. Mike manages the lawn and garden center where the tractors and tractor repair is. Mark works down here with me. And then our fourth brother is an equal partner in the business, but he's an accountant. So he just gets our book work. He's not here on the day-to-day, but is every bit as much of the part of the business as we are.
What was it like growing up in the business?
It was fun. I mean, as kids, we would come down sometimes, and it's kind of amazing because when we were kids, you got out into the mill, and the first thing you wanted to do was climb on bags and jump from stack to stack. And now that I have kids, when my kids were younger, they did the same thing. And now my grandkids, who I have 3, as soon as they come here, they're out in the warehouse climbing on the bags, jumping from pile to pile.
That's great. So what is your role in the business?
I guess if I had to put a tag on it, I'm kind of general manager. I kind of oversee a lot of things, not necessarily hands-on. Mark, I tend to take care of the day-to-day operations on the deliveries and outgoing and ingoing, a lot of the incoming freight. Mark handles all the book work, does all the ordering for inside the store. Most of what I order's outside in the warehouse. But it's all, I mean, we feed off each other, and it's just, we all do what we have to do.
Yeah. Where's the farthest that you guys deliver?
The farthest we deliver, we work pretty much on a 50-mile radius. We'll go as far as like the other side of Mount Airy. We'll go as far as Thurmont in the Emmitsburg area. We'll go as far as Charlestown. We'll go as far as Potomac and like Marshall down in Virginia. We try to stay within that. There's exceptions. One time we had a account that moved from Lovettsville that way down in Virginia. So she wanted to keep buying, but she was like 2 or 2.5 hours away. So she got 2 of her friends, and we ended up taking a truckload of stuff down like once every 3 or 4 months. We did that for a few times. There was a time when we were hauling coal to a coal-fired pizza in downtown Baltimore. We had one driver that was willing to do that, and I told him, I said, when you get to the point where you don't want to do it, then we're done, because nobody else wants that job. But pretty much we stay within that 50 miles.
Nice. So part of the reason that the store is different now is in 2008 there was a fire.
Correct.
Right? So.
Yeah, that was when in 2008 we were still working out of basically an old feed mill. We still manufactured, not so much manufactured, but mixed different grains, and we had it was a wooden structure. And at that point we were transitioning a lot to equine, but we still had a fair amount of dairy and commercial. And then after that fire, we lost everything from this office down. So that's what you see out there is what replaced it. So at that point, we just really went more into what word am I looking for? Not so much lawn and garden, but we had the opportunity to expand for horses, fly sprays and supplements and all that, and hardware, buckets, rakes, and that. So we that expanded all that. We kept the old office for a number of years, and then I can't remember, maybe 5 years ago, we basically left 2 walls and remodeled this into the office and tied it in with the other. That was the fire was in 2008, and we worked out of the new store in 2010. December of 2010 was when we started in a new store. So that was a long road. And then in the meantime, we were working out of trailers, out of the this other building, which is the old trolley barn. And the only way we would ever survive that long is with, a good solid customer base, friends, home, small town, and the employees we had were just fantastic. What they had to go through that 2 years was just, it was hell. But every one of them stuck with us. So
yeah. How many days after the fire were you back in business?
The fire was on a Saturday, early Saturday morning, like I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock. I think the alarm went out, and by 10 or 11, it was pretty much out. I mean, it was still smoking. There was still a truck here, but we kind of dug in, and the other two, and Mike and Mark and I, we decided that come hell or high water, we were going to be open on Monday morning, knowing we'd be limping. And we were.
Wow.
We and a lot of that was because of some of our suppliers. I mean, we had a good friend of ours stopped, and first question out of his mouth was, "What do you need, boy?" And I said, "I got to have some sea containers. I said, I have something to put stuff in." And 3 hours later, he was in with the first one and brought 2 more before the day was done. We called Purina that morning, told them what had happened, and they called me back and said, basically the chief, or not the manager of the Harrisburg plant, said, "What do you need?" And I told him certain things I needed. I said, "But what I really need is feed." And he said, "Well, I'm going to give you Luann's number," who was the girl in the order department. She said, "Get hold of her." She said, "Whether we can fill all of it, but tell her what you want." And we put an order in for 2 loads. The first load was here at 8 o'clock on Monday. The second was here about 11. So those are the kind of things that let us open up on Monday.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was, and I don't know, to this day, I don't know if I did it more for us or, for some, the customers, but I think in our minds, we needed to do that just to prove to us it wasn't going to lick us. So
yeah, that's great. What do you like about being in Jefferson?
What do I like about being in Jefferson? That's a tough one to answer because I've never been anywhere else.
I like the community. You've been here so long.
It's a wonderful community. It's, the fire was a good example. I mean, I can't tell you how many different people reached out to us, bringing us lunch, bringing us, offering help, asking if we could haul anything, just one thing after another, just the outreach. And it's just a close-knit community. I honestly can't imagine living anywhere else.
That's great. So you've been a business owner for a while.
Yeah, I guess I graduated from Maryland in spring of 1980. Excuse me. Our father died in 79, so that last year I was kind of going back and forth. But that's actually when Mike and I at that time took over and took the reins as full time. Mike was already working full time, but I guess that's when it became ours, not our ownership, but our job to run. And then later on, Mark, who was working for a computer firm, we brought him back in it. So
nice. What's one piece of advice you would give to a new business owner?
Just be honest and treat people like people. I mean, that's kind of like a life motto for me. You just treat people like you would want to be treated. Don't step on them. Treat them nice. And there's days you'd like to choke people, but you just gotta suck that up and move on. I mean, but that would be my advice: is just treat people like people and be honest.
Anything else you want to share?
It's been sometimes hard, but it's been a good life, and I don't probably regret ever doing what I've done over the years. It's been rewarding. But and part of that is we've had good employees all along the way, and we can't do what we do without them. I mean, we just can't. And the crew I've got right now, I'd put up against anybody's crew. I mean, that's how much I think of them. They're a fantastic bunch. They make my job easy.
That's great.
Oh, I love it. I regretfully had never been to H.C. Summers Feed and Supply while we were there, and Tom mentioned the 4th brother, but didn't mention him by name until after the interview. And I found out that not only do I know the 4th brother very well, I used to work with him years and years ago. So that was quite funny. Jim Summers is the accountant who takes care of the books for H.C. Summers, the fourth brother. But anyway, really great space. Again, when you shop local, and we use that term shop local to support local, you truly are supporting families. Fifth generation coming up at H.C. Summers Feed and Supply. And I want to thank Paige Trendell for setting up all these great interviews and getting me into the county a little bit more. It's been so enjoyable. We've got more episodes of that coming up too over the next couple of weeks. All right, let's find out who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Maryland Lottery, with tons of ways to win with hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com right now for all the details. Plus, you can download that Maryland Lottery app. It's free, and you can scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, I got a chance to head out to the Weinberg last weekend and see Miss Maryland volunteer. I believe this was the replacement for the Junior Miss pageant or something like that, or one of the other pageants. Has changed its trajectory a little bit. Oh, no, that might have been Distinguished Young Women. Maybe this has always been the thing. I could be confusing it all. But anyway, I got a chance to go and watch the teen competition and the Miss Maryland competition, and got to see our friend Brooke Dixon that I interviewed a few weeks ago, who is the reigning, just turned over her crown this year. Here we go. Congratulations, this is Rebecca. Oh God, you're so tall. Here, I'm short, you're tall. I wanted to make sure you're in frame.
Okay,
all right.
Perfect.
The Weinberg Center, you just got crowned Miss Maryland Volunteer. Yeah, and you're from Frostburg.
Yes.
Well, I got the pleasure of interviewing Brooke not too long ago, so you're going to be on a whirlwind.
Yes, I'm so excited to hit the ground running. Like I told the judges in my interview, I have appearances already lined up in Western Maryland and a full itinerary tomorrow. So bright and early morning, but I'm so thankful.
That's so amazing. What has this whole process been like for you?
So I was actually crowned Miss Frostburg Volunteer 8 months ago.
Okay.
So for the past
Switching a little bit. Sure, that's okay. Pictures. I just don't want video. It's all good.
So for the past 8 months, I've been working early mornings, late nights, early gym sessions, working on my talent with my dance instructor, and my dad actually was who inspired my song Boogie Shoes.
Oh,
so
nice.
Just all of these different aspects and puzzle pieces that went into this journey and this encouraging and lovely board that has not only poured into me, but made me motivated to keep working day in and day out for this title.
Well, I know it's going to be crazy for you. Congratulations. Good luck on the next year. We hope to see you out and about.
Yes, you absolutely will. I'll be booked and busy.
All right. Well, we're going to get you back on the show as you kind of settle in, and I'll reach out to Hannah and the team, and we'll set something up.
Absolutely. That sounds wonderful.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Again, I feel like a short.
I
I don't wear heels anymore. I'm too old, but you're great. All right, Tess, congratulations. You are Miss Maryland Teen Volunteer.
Yes.
From Frostburg as well.
Yes.
What are they putting in the water out there?
Something in Western
All right,
Maryland.
Western Maryland reigns the house here at the Weinberg. Tell me about the process that you've gone through. And are you so excited, first of all?
Yes, I'm so excited. But Rebecca and I have had our title since October at this point. So we've had a lot of preparation. And the best part is that we've done it together.
That's
We're
so
at the studio
great.
together all the time. We're going to appearances together all the time. So I cannot wait to continue doing it for a whole nother year with her.
Yes. What do you hope to accomplish over the next 12 months?
I hope to get into every school in one of our 23 counties to bring out my new children's book called Lily's Big Journey. Conversations of animal kindness, animal abuse prevention, and animal adoption. Not only that, but I just hope to travel the state and leave a legacy of authenticity.
Oh, we can't wait for it. Well, I'm going to reach out to Hannah. We're going to have you back as you kind of get those shoes filled. And we look forward to it. Congratulations again. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. Oh, yes. Frostburg in the house in Weinberg Center. How adorable are they? And how short am I? Goodness gracious. Of course, they were both wearing heels, but there you go. All right, your Miss Maryland and Miss Maryland Teen are both from Frostburg, Maryland. And we'll have them back as they kind of progress through the crowning until next year when they turn over their crown too. All right, that's it for our show today. We're back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to wrap up the week. Make sure you watch our YouTube channel and subscribe. That's where we upload the individual segments from each show, and you can search for people we've interviewed over the past year and a half or so. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick, and let's get out there. Let's be great.